Hey guys, alright, so decided I'm going to go ahead and do another informational video. Oh, if I can find, there it is. Waiting for it to come up and didn't want to come up. Okay, here we go. This is on one of my favorite ones I used to actually do, the Oreo truffle balls. And our kitty's going to get in trouble. She won't leave the lights alone. Yeah, these are Oreo truffle balls. And this is one of the things I used to make. Only I would dip them in dark chocolate chips. Or the chocolate almond bark melting chocolate. Melting chocolate. Blech, can't talk. So, here we go. Oreo balls are an easy no-bake treat made with crushed up Oreo cookies, cream cheese, and chocolate. That's all it is. Oreo balls are a favorite Christmas or anytime treat. If you are an Oreo cookie fan, you are going to love these Oreo balls. You only need 3 ingredients: Oreo cookies, cream cheese, and chocolate. That's it. Oreo balls are always a favorite treat at parties, especially during the holidays. She says, I make these every year because they are pretty to add to any cookie platter and people go crazy for them. Yeah. And you really can't go wrong with a 3-ingredient no-bake treat, especially during the busy holiday season. They're almost too easy to make and for sure too easy to eat. Oh, yeah. So that's more along the lines of what mine were, only I used the cookie crumbs to put on the top of them instead of icing. Or drizzled the chocolate. How to make Oreo balls. Oreo balls are fun, easy to make, and will remind you of a chocolate truffle, but instead of a chocolate filling, you get a rich, decadent Oreo cream cheese filling. Oreo truffles are insanely delicious. Here are a few tips for making the perfect Oreo truffles. 1. Use the whole Oreo cookie, crisp chocolate cookie, and white filling. I did find it is much easier to take the cream out, put that in a separate bowl, and you melt that down with the cream cheese. It's so much easier. And it's much less sticky. You don't get a sticky mess when you do it that way. This says place the cookies in a food processor and pulse until you have small cookie crumbs. Make sure there are no big cookie pieces. You can do that that would even be easier without the cream in it. Make sure your cream cheese is soft. If it is too cold, it won't mix into the Oreo crumbs easily. That's why I would put it in the microwave. But I just added the cream cheese to the Oreo cream filling. Use a mixer or combine the Oreo crumbs and cream cheese. You don't have to do that. Use a wooden spoon. A wooden spoon works wonderfully. Instead, a hand mixer works. But again, a wooden spoon is easy too. They're not hard to mix up. Roll the Oreo cream cheese mixture into small balls and place on a baking sheet or tray that has been lined with parchment paper or wax paper. Freeze the balls for 15 minutes. You must freeze them so you can dip them in chocolate. If you don't, you will have a mess. Yeah, that is true. And they have, they use chocolate wafers instead of the melting chocolate. But it's the same thing. You just put it in the microwave and melt it like 30-second intervals. And just keep stirring it. Like stir it every time until it's completely melted. And then dip the balls into the melted chocolate, making sure the balls are completely covered. I like to use a fork to lift them out of the chocolate, then I shake from side to side to remove the excess chocolate. Place the Oreo balls back on the lined baking sheet or tray. You can decorate the tops with a drizzle of extra chocolate, crushed Oreos, sprinkles, crushed peppermint, or chopped nuts, or you can leave them plain. When they are all dipped and decorated, place the baking sheet or tray in the refrigerator and chill for at least an hour. You want to make sure they're cold. Make sure you store the Oreo balls in an airtight container in the fridge. If you leave them on the counter, the chocolate will get soft. You want to make sure they are chilled until ready to serve. The Oreo balls will keep in the fridge for up to 3 weeks. You can also freeze the Oreo balls for up to 2 months. If you're going to stack the Oreo balls, make sure you use parchment paper or wax paper in between the layers. Sorry. Tired. Or you can use foil. I used foil. You're gonna love this easy 3-ingredient Oreo balls recipe. Make a batch for your friends, family, and neighbors, and don't forget to make some for yourself too. They are a favorite no-bake treat at our house and the perfect treat for the holiday season. Enjoy. And that's what they look like. So there you go. It says 38 Oreo cookies, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and like I said, I always put that in the microwave. 1 cup of chocolate melting wafers or the candy coating. 1 cup of white melting wafers or candy coating. You don't really need the white unless you're gonna dip them in the white. I used the white for the melting snowman truffles. For decorating melted chocolate, Oreo crumbs, sprinkles, crushed peppermint, chopped nuts. I always just kept out some extra Oreo crumbs and used those. Okay, in this recipe, they're saying dip half of them in melted chocolate, actual chocolate, and half in the white. Place the dipped balls back on the baking tray with a parchment paper or wax paper. I always used foil. Decorate with a drizzle of chocolate, additional crushed Oreo, sprinkles, crushed peppermint, or nuts if desired. So, there you go. And the nutrition, which you guys can screenshot that. But there you go. That is Oreo cookie truffles. And that's not a very long. That was not very long, but that's okay. I'll go ahead and I'll get the intro on this and get this uploaded today. I know I'm not going to be doing any tonight because I probably won't get home until after midnight. So, because we have to count cigarettes at the end of our shift after we get off our register, and it took me an hour and a half last night. So, yeah, that sucks. But what do you do, right? Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get off from here, and I'll probably do 1 or 2 more, and then I'll have Chloe put the intros on them, and I'll get them uploaded. So I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.